Hello everybody, Dark Knight the Dragon here, and today I thought I'd do something different. Now mind you, I might re-upload this video on another channel which I will have dedicated towards the thing that this is kind of, putting towards. Yes, by the way, right now I have the gecko skin, because why not? So, in any case, today I'm going to do, by the title, a little Minecraft theory video. Also, how do you like my Test World 3.0? I think it's a bit, yeah, currently it's a bit infested by these things. In any case. So with that being said, let's get on to it with the theory. Okay. Also, just since we're doing a bunch of stuff which we're not going to be saving, let's just, turn auto-save off, so just in case we fuck up in some way, we don't have to worry about it. So today, my theory is basically has to do with these guys. You know the Guardians, but let's put them in this controlled environment. You know the Guardians, and the Guardians. You know these guys. The really weird thing, like even for Minecraft, really weird thing. I wonder if dolphins will attack them if provoked by them. I think that they would, wouldn't they? In any case, you can already see that these guys look not right, even for Minecraft. So, like, what's the story behind them? Like, most things in Minecraft that don't make sense, like, like, for example, Endermen, normally they have a reason, like, normally they have a reason, like, for why they're, like, how Endermen are coming to this world, for example. Get out of my inventory. Like, for example, Endermen have a reason to exist in the world of Minecraft because of the fact that they came here to basically either A, like, depending on who you talk to, they're A, to get help from you, the player, to kill the Ender Dragon, or B, just to, I don't know, take samples or something, because they're alien things. So, of course, like, what's the story behind these guys? Personally, I think these guys are either aliens themselves, or they have... Wow, that's a lot of parts, visual. So, like, they're aliens themselves, or my theory, which states that they are not so much aliens, but they're more of a alien mechanism. So basically, one of the things that I'm basing this video on is, like, for example, let's just spawn in this guy. Look at their laser beam and how it works. Just take a look at it. No, let's just try to get a, let's just get a squid spawn egg so I can show you on the go. Now, let's just have one more good look on how their laser functions. Do you notice anything? You don't know what I'm getting at? Well, what I'm getting at is, if you notice, like I do, their laser actually needs to warm up. It's not an instantaneous, you're hit. Now, the reason why I'm saying this like it's important is because it is to the entire theory. See, there are two types of lasers in sci-fi, and I guess you could say in real life too, to an extent. There is the weapon laser, which is normally used to defend and, kill things. And then there is let's just kill this thing. And then there is the mining laser. Now, here's the difference. Mining lasers are made to do more towards, mining up stone, melting it down, and, doing a bunch of stuff that is required, that basically has a lot of heat. So, any type of laser that has a lot of heat, and I forgot to turn it off again, any laser that classifies as a mining laser ends up having to warm up. As you notice, every time you see a Guardian laser something, its laser beam has to warm up. Not to mention, and so why would they have a mining beam? That is a big question, is it not? So basically, my theory is that they're a mechanism made by an alien race. What alien race is unknown. It's kind of like Atlantis. Let's just say that the temple, the ocean monument, is basically Atlantis. Let's just say it's Atlantis. You know, it's a completely abandoned, except for these mechanisms that were left behind. Now, here's the funny thing. If I'm right on this, if someone confirms that I am correct, this means that the Guardians and Elder Guardians are essentially the equivalent of the Dwemer machines in Skyrim, or Elder Scrolls series in general, which is hilarious. But, as I was stating. And now, another theory that's based on this is what they drop, and what they look like they are made of. See, they look like they're made of prismarine themselves. Let's just look at this. And amongst other metals, look at those spikes. Those spikes look like they're made out of bronze. And the Elder Guardian just looks like it's made out of pure prismarine of some kind. Not to mention, here's another thing that proves my point. Guardians are the only mob in Minecraft, other than, well, I guess no, not Enderman wouldn't count in this, would they? But they're the only mob in Minecraft that has an eye that actually follows you. Look, see? As well as the only mob that has an eye that glows white. Most mobs that have eyes that glow a very dim color, and normally it's red or purple in the case of Endermen and spiders. But these guys will glow pure white. So first of all, that screams two things. Mechanism. Now, a lot of people could say, oh, well, that's because they came out a lot later. Well, a lot of mobs were changed when in newer updates, especially the aquatic. But so far, I've seen no other mob have stuff like that. So, like, on top of everything, they look like they're made of prismarine. Not to mention that when they die, they'll actually drop prismarine of different variants. Now, a lot of people, all that I've said this to, mostly friends, have actually stated, well, if that's true, then why would there be a Elder Guardian? Well, I thought long and hard about that too, and that is, well, first of all, Elder Guardian could just mean something similar to, this is the mainframe. Let's just be honest. And plus, technically, your character in Minecraft isn't actually supposed to... Well, I guess you could say that there's not really any way that your character in Minecraft could know. Most of the time when video games have creatures that are named specific things, they are named what your character, who you're playing as and whatnot, would think when they first saw them. Like, oh, these things are guardians, they're guarding things. Oh look, that one's much bigger and the others seem to obey it, that must be an Elder Guardian. You get the idea. That's mainly how these kinds of how games work when they're naming stuff. Normally, yes, they come up with a good name, but the whole good name thing is when there's another person there, like an NPC, that will tell you what they're called. In the case of Minecraft, there's not really any way to do that, which is why zombies, drowns, husks, amongst other things are called what they are. You know, you don't have, like, a walker, because that would just be ridiculous, first of all, because Minecraft came out before that movie, as well as that movie is just stupid in general. But you get the idea. It's one of those things where it doesn't, like, they're named after what your character most likely has thought of them. Kind of like in, what was he talking about? Kind of like, okay, so in Fallout, when you go into the in Fallout 3, when you go into the mothership Zeta in the DLC, you find this creature. It's kind of like a mix between an alien and a person, or a Martian and a person rather, and it's just called an abomination. First of all, I'm pretty sure certain that's not what the aliens called it. Secondly, I'm pretty sure that's what other normal people would call it. I'm pretty sure that's just what your character thought about it when he/she saw it, which would make sense. The Guardians follow that kind of line. You know, they're named because of what our characters think when they see them. You know, they're guarding something. Not to mention that the entire Prismarine in itself is weird. Let's just say this. First of all, what does it look like? Well, first off, let's get down to a much higher basis. Do you see this? Do you know what this is? This is a form of coral. Okay? There are many different types of it, and in real life there is also many different types of it. Most of it still relatively looks the same, but one of them can actually change colors, kind of like the standard Prismarine block right here. This Prismarine block changes colors and and it's probably one of my favorite forms of Prismarine. But now here's the thing. There's a form of coral in real life that does a similar thing, and as we know, coral kind of is like it's organic. It's a life form, but to us it's like a rock. We look at it and think, oh, it's solid like a rock or something like that. It actually gets pretty weak when it dies, unlike in Minecraft. But so, like, when I look at this, and especially with this aquatic update, and I have comparisons to real-life coral and this, or to in-game coral and real-life coral and this, I'm thinking, okay, this looks like some sort of alien coral, like a type of coral that you would find on an alien world ocean. And then I thought, well, what if there was an alien race that came to this world that you're in Minecraft? And basically, they were ocean-based species or something, I don't know. You know the universe is weird, I'm not making this up. If anything, the universe made this up. Because it is possible. So like I'm just sitting here, it's like, okay, alien coral. Alien coral bricks. And alien coral floor tile thing. I don't know. And it's just like, so my theory is that the Guardians themselves are not the builders of the monument. They're just the automation. They're just the automation part. I would doubt if inside them, as it was, there was some sort of internal smelting unit or something. Some people compare them to pufferfish too. I'm just sitting here like, well, they could have been based off it, but still, like, it wouldn't make them pufferfish. So, in any case, after this video goes out, I'd like to hear all of your thoughts on this theory. Like I said, they don't look like they built it. They look like they're just been made to protect it or mine resources. What kind of resources? Protect it from what? Maybe your character? Or something similar to your character? I don't know. All I know is it seems that whatever race did build the monument left it, but they didn't turn off the defenses and or systems. Actually, no. Something tells me that the defenses weren't ever implemented in the monuments because they weren't needed, and the Guardians, as we call them, are just like mining units, like, you know, autonomous miner systems that now kind of have to implement their own ways to protect the place because their original creators are gone. But that's my theory on it. Because, like, literally, there's no other explanation that I can think of, currently. I mean, I've heard other people's explanations or theories on why this is, and why the Guardians exist, and how they exist, and why they're there. But, like, they don't really make much sense to me. They're thought out, but yet they're not, it doesn't cover all the details. I'm looking at what they're saying, and it's just like, but what about this, and this? But like I said, if you want to give me your own ideas on what the Guardians are in reality and what they might actually like be, or who made them, who made the Ocean Monument, please feel free to put them in the comments. But what else? I know I was going to say something else. What was it? Oh yeah, also, the fact that they drop a form of fish, aka cod, when you kill them, is also intriguing. Because they don't drop they drop basically what they're made of, as I stated, as well as fish. First of all, there obviously aren't fish, we know that much. Like, I believe even one of the programmers at Mojang have confirmed that they are not, by any means, fish. So that still begs the question, what are they? Why do they drop fish? I can only think that maybe they killed them and are using them as fuel to power themselves. Because, let's face it, they don't really have a mouth. Something tells me that their way of putting things into themselves is by beaming it up! Or maybe they have a little hatch on them somewhere that opens up to grab it. I don't know. But like I said, I believe even one of the programmers at Mojang has confirmed that they are not by any means fish, or even related to them. As well as the fact that, I believe there's actually a way to tell, I don't believe it's in the game standardly, but I believe there's a way to tell what classifies as another thing in any video game by code. But first of all, we know that they're hostile mod. That's probably the only thing that we can get normally. And unfortunately, we can't really prove what the Guardians are in the in this game, like, at all, without having a person who programmed them or a lore person from Mojang to tell us. Because unlike Skyrim, where you can actually, if you're on the PC version, you can bring it up to the console and see, like, what race everybody is and what creature they are and what faction they're in and whatnot. You can't do that in Minecraft. Like, you can obviously open up the console and do a bunch of commands and cheats and whatnot. You can go in creative mode, but you can't see what the creatures are. Like, I look at the Guardian, it's just like, it is a Guardian. That will be all that it will tell me. If I try that with console commands. And I don't believe it will even tell me that because Minecraft isn't made for that. That was just an example that I came up just to be silly. But like that, if you want to fill in why or where or how on this theory, some of your own ideas, go right ahead. The comments are always open. Just please make it structured and not some random stuff that you're pulling out of your butt. As well as try not to be hateful, because first of all, I don't care, and I will just read your hate comments and laugh mercilessly at your stupidity. But also just the fact that, I like to hear other people's ideas on things. It just is an interesting thing, and especially when it kind of goes along with your own. In the end, again, kind of corrects some stuff. In any case, this was Dark Knight taking off. Hope you all have a wonderful day.